Hello, welcome back everyone. Is Pathfinder. Sheepishly manually loads because I might have been playing off stream. Welcome back, Cassidy. Alright. Last time we dealt with the Hell Knights, and then I was saying, oh, this time we're ready to go into the Leper Smile, which I recognized as being a big deal, but I did not actually remember what it was until I was watching Cass play this. And I was like, oh. Isa, welcome back. I thought it was something else. Everyone's good? Rachel has a mythic level up. That's honestly fine. We can run with that. Bunny, welcome back. Fractal, welcome back. Right. We can march our armies through there. Oh, these are the mounted scouts from when I was talking to Wilsurg Arms. And these must be the additional soldiers from the Queen. Or not the Queen, Irabeth. We'll figure out something to do with these things, I think. Not very good sleeveys then. Terrible sleeveys. I think of the word sleeveys every single time I say armies. It's actually, it might be a problem. All right. Good enough. There's someone on the road. Get ready.
Weapons, spells, poisons. The art of killing is so diverse these days. A shame one life is not enough to master them all.
Lusa, what the hell?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Well done, Lan. Chip. We need to get this man spell piercing. He's failed to overcome the spell resistance. He did hit, and he did sneak attack, so he's applied a debilitating injury to it. But no damage actually happened. I can't imagine that's how it works in pen and paper. Where if you hit an enemy but fail to affect them, you still get your sneak attack effects. I mean, technically, I did hit this Babao with a sneak attack. It just didn't do anything. The attack roll, it says so right here. The attack roll hit. Yeah, it literally feels like I'm rules lawyering with the GM right now. You don't think you have to do damage? Yeah. Sneak attack hit. I just failed to overcome the spell resistance.
Strike!
So I get to do the bewildering entry. You met a traveling merchant? Oh. Give you a bunch of healing potions because we're tight like that. I see the healing potions are in quotes. Is it because you are a vampire?
You won't survive me.
And they're potions of inflict wounds. Of course, of course. You're not wrong. They're potions that heal you.
Cover me, all right?
You should have run.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
I forgot I gave Sela a hammer. As the watcher reach out and just bonk this babao. Note written in neat handwriting. Come to my camp if you want to talk. I have much to share with you. A friend. Drawn on the back of the note is a map with crossed lines marking a spot. He gave them to you for free, which doesn't seem like a good sales plan, but then you spent every penny you had on his magic items. It's to keep you coming back. It makes you feel indebted to him.
I'm gone.
We're definitely best friends, of course, of course. You failed to obtain the Lich Path? Cass, did you already make it to Dresden? No? Are you sure you failed? Because I saw you do the first part you have to do for it. Rug. Danger and distress rest heavy upon the scales, their measure soaring on the perilous march to Dresden. The army moves steadily along the bank of the West Selen, scarred with canyons and ravines. Suddenly, a group of scouts returns. Anivia, the leader of the group, makes two urgent signs to the soldiers. Wait in quiet. You got a thing that asked if you wanted to use Lich Path, but it was locked? Spell resistance doesn't cause spell failure, because if it did, it would prevent things like Scorching Ray from hitting targeted enemies without spell resistance. So, spell resistance isn't checked until the creature would be affected, meaning you've already succeeded in sneak attacking. I follow, I follow. She dashes through the ranks to the commander, who awaits her report. We're in trouble, she whispers. The road ahead is split by a canyon. To get to Dresden, not to go down and then get up the other side, but the canyon is swarming with foul creatures. Vescivores. A real pain in the neck. They won't shy away from our soldiers' weapons, and they've already managed to gobble someone up. Looked like a caravan of refugees from Canabras that lost its way. Doesn't really make sense, but them's the rules as written. If rules as intended, who's to say exactly? If I was at the table with friends, and I was a roguish wizard, I don't know how I'd feel about it. ISO loves sneak attack raise, so you think they're biased? Like, they love it, and honestly, so do you. Me too, to be honest. No one who has ever reported Vescovar so far from the center of the world wound. Where did they come from? Anivia bites her lip. They still haven't noticed us, but that won't hold true for long. Maybe if we retreat quietly. Fender makes a sign for her to stop. Find out what else is known about the enemy. Those nasty little critters, they can ruin your gear and drive you nuts with their buzzing, Anivia says in a rush. They got a queen, the mother of the whole swarm. She's a right whore, but if we kill her, the bulk of the swarm will scatter, and we'll take care of the rest of them somehow. After hearing her scout's report, the commander prepares to convene a council to determine a plan of action. It's really bad, but in the best way possible. Wait, sneak attack ray is bad? How can that be? You almost thought we were playing a different game. This is a theater of the mind. The commander and her companions convene a field council. The army cannot march around the obstacle, for there is no other road. Retreat is far too risky. Should the swarm notice the army and catch it out in the open, no one would survive. None utters the word trap, but fear hangs in the air. A swarm of omnivorous beasts just happens to be in the army's path. Someone has arranged for this for their own nefarious ends. Now the real Pathfinder begins. They still haven't noticed us, oh well. Unless you can find a way to do an add mixture scorching ray at will, which you have done. You're such a munchkin. Rustling, grating, squeaking, humming, everyone hears the voice of the swarm, though the sky before the army remains clear, for now. How long until it's darkened by the flying spawn of the abyss? An idea, a decision, straight and sharp like a soldier's sword, appears in their minds. The Crusader Council grows grim. One unit must act as live bait to lure the swarm out of the canyon and clear the path to the Vescovar Queen. The commander will rush the monster, killing her quickly before the swarm decimates the army. They will get but one chance. A dark question looms. Who will lead the fateful squad and be consumed as baits? It's still just okay. You like Optimized Jank? I like Optimized Jank too. In moments of extreme stress, one often says one thing while meaning quite another. These hidden words often reveal many a curious thing. And what do we see here? Arabeth nobly states, I am an officer, best suited for the mission. But in truth, she means, I cannot burden another with my responsibility. Alusa, send me! Nira the historian emerges with an unexpected suggestion coming from behind the commander's back. This is just the sort of situation where ingenuity and knowledge of the enemy will be more useful than swords and armor. While she speaks, she thinks, I need to prove myself. The queen has yet to disclose her presence and watches quietly from the distance. The queen, her crown sticking out of a barrel, watches from afar. Look into the faces of your companions. The Hell Knight Regil steps forward. My people will fight to the last, even as the swarm tears through our armor and strips the flesh from our bones. But his motives are plain. My superiority over the Crusaders will not permit me to cower behind them. I've eaten so many bugs in my life, it's only fair to give them a chance at revenge. The mongrel Lan hides his fears in plain sight. I have a dead man walking already. A life such as mine is worthless, and silently he begs for more. Sacrifice me, or give me a chance to prove myself. The ones who distract the swarm will need a healer. Thasiel is the only one who speaks plainly. A healer might bring a few through the Vescivores alive. The rest of the council remains silent, and this silence is filled by a chorus of there are others better suited, and the commander needs me alive. Does the commander hear these unspoken words? What will they lead her to decide? The fateful truth will be led by... I can't remember who I tend to send. I don't think I've ever tried sending a playable companion. If I send Regil, no one's surviving. Cass, you don't have to laugh. I already told that joke when Cass was playing this. I'm cheating. Thasiel makes a good point. The commander and her party disappear among the rocks, preparing to slip down into the canyon while the swarm is distracted by their bait. A tight-lipped Anivia shows the way. Behind them, the final preparations are being made. Thasiel's eyes grow cloudy for a moment. There are a few creatures as abominable as a follower of Shaylin, and for a follower of Shaylin as Vescivores, devourers of flesh and destroyers of matter. This trial will not be easy. You sent Nura because you have no idea who she is? You have no respect for Nura Dunwater? She's a published author. She tried to teach you history? I can't believe Nura's beneath your notice just because of her history. That's pretty fucked up. The soldiers tread fearfully down the road towards the dark edge of the canyon ahead. The rift that yawns open before them whispers, rasps, rattles, and thousands upon thousands of voices. Vescivores gather below, but the sky is open above them, and the flying creatures might rise up and attack at any moment. The soldiers soon find the first body, a mangled corpse of a refugee from Canabras. A few straggling Vescivores wriggle inside the dead man's gaping chest, tiny larvae in greenish shells, all shuffling legs and hinging jaws. They don't seem menacing at all. Do they not? But then again, the rasping noise stops for a moment, and a high, vibrating note pierces the air with new force. A blur of blackish-green cloud rises above the canyon. The swarm has taken the bait. The time to act has come. The leader of this fateful squad shouts that they shall... I mean, typically when you're fighting a swarm, I think it's good to scatter. But the whole point of sending Thasiel was so he could heal. Hold position. Standing in the middle of a formation of soldiers, Thasiel utters a prayer to Shaylin. From the outside, it would appear that the cloud of Vescivores will, in a moment, fall from above and destroy their forces utterly. Hundreds of spawn of the abyss gnaw on bodies and armor, destroying as they consume. But the cleric's power flows forth in waves, healing the wounds of his comrades. As if understanding who is to blame for the unexpected resistance, the spawn covers Thasiel like a living carpet. The servant of Shaylin trembles, but does not move or halt his prayers. The soldiers look on with awe, as though they are witnessing a holy miracle. They literally are. Temporary success holds no true hope for the fateful troop. Their foe is no great beast, but a million ravenous creatures, bringing with them the eternal hunger of the abyss. To fight them was to cry upon the wind. Their only hope was to rely on their commander and hope that she was preparing to slay the Swarm Queen. What was happening down in the canyon at that very moment? So... Darren, get in here. He was searching for loot. Spots of light and shadow dance along the walls of the canyon. High above your head, the swarm gathers, dark as a rain cloud. There's so many Vescavars, they block out the sun. Luckily, you've escaped the attention of the swarm, which is focused upon the troops you're using as bait, for now at least. With a tired gesture, Anivia wipes the sweat and dust from her forehead. There's anxiety in her eyes. Commander! The beast we've come for is on the other end of this main corridor. There's a lot of burrows and plenty of beasts in them, but you'd better not delve too deep. Our people won't hold out long enough for us to clear the whole area. On the other hand, I saw the bodies of some poor caravanners down in one of the side holes. They have some valuable stuff on them. Bugs will eat anything we don't grab. They can't tell the difference between flesh and steel. Wait. So they're eating all the treasure while we're standing around talking? What are we hanging around for? Come on, there's no time to lose. So, I don't know exactly how this mission works. But it does... I don't want to use the term nag, but it does guilt you for taking the wrong path and finding loot. So I don't know if finding the loot causes negative things to happen, or if taking too long causes negative things to happen, or if neither of those things are true. You picked up 2 loot, it nagged you, but didn't seem to have any consequences so far. Fair enough. Picking up the special loot does. Gotcha. Did you manage to find out where the beast came from? I'm not sure. There are clear signs of a ritual closer to the Queen Bug's lair, and they're fresh. Maybe somebody summoned the scum specially for us. The demon filth figured out that we're never going to let Canopras go. Too bad we don't have a magic specialist who could figure out what those runes mean. Ninyo? The words magic specialist bring Ninyo out of her reverie. Huh? What? I'm a specialist? I'll get to the bottom of this. What happened? Ears perk up, literally. Open the bag and see the enchanted item and see if it's worth picking up before the game yells at you. That's devious. Stop looking at your phone, Rebecca. We're playing Pathfinder. Oh my god, that's exactly what this feels like. Can you tell me anything useful about the monster? Just everyone sitting around. If only we had someone highly skilled in magic in our group. Everyone's staring at someone just staring at their phone. I've never fought these before, so I don't know much. She's a nasty beast. She spits acid and summons her spawn from all around the area. One more thing. When I tried to get closer, I started feeling sick as a dog. I guess like a lot of demons, she knows how to get inside your head. Well, great. Huge, hungry, head-spinning, acid-spitting bugs. And I thought the Crusades were all about the pretty armor and the tasty rations, and sometimes saving beautiful maidens in white dresses from dumb demons. Oh, how interesting. Sounds like a Vescavar queen. An exceedingly rare creature, I must say. I'm looking forward to an encounter to conduct the experiment. The world must know what is more dangerous, mandible snapping shut on one's hand or acid eating away at one's skin. We were talking about Vescavars for the past 20 minutes, Rebecca. And then Banana playing Barbarian goes, I'll try it, rolls 3 nat 20s in a row. Pretty much. Sometimes I wonder how you're still alive. Good luck. I'm right behind you, covering your back. I'll catch up when it's time to deal with the queen. Darren, get in the back. Well, Jip, get up here with me.
I refuse to accept their statement.
No sneak attack on swarms, unfortunately.
Out of my sight.
We're actually fine though, don't worry about it.
We do it my way.
I love how you phrase like, well, you can take a look at the loot and decide whether or not it's worth your friend's life before you pick it up. So we can sneak attack this though. Tee. Well, it wasn't your friend's life in this case, in your case at least. Concealment.
This will hurt.
Make every strike count.
What do we have here? Searing light? I'm just gonna shoot it with a bow. I was hoping that was an area attack.
Into the fray. Heck.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Ninyo has area attacks, but maybe it's not best to use that right now. Love Ninyo just leaning forward and taking a chomp out of one of the bugs. Or trying to, at least.
Don't hold back.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Follow if you dare.
Prove their logic is lacking.
That's real unfortunate.
Precision and
You feel like this campaign is the only reason the Swarm Totem Barbarian exists?
You won't survive me.
Is that a barbarian who venerates swarms, or the opposite? Studded leather. Naturalist armor. It grants you +2 insight bonus to AC against the attacks of plants and vermins. Each minute the commander spends searching for loot to debate. Troops suffer heavy losses. That's the message. Venerate barbarians? Barbarians are spiritual some kind, sometimes. Especially recently.
Worthy of praise.
Demonic bug slime. Poisonous not only to everything alive, but also to the land itself. Pathfinder, Plap of the Fertilitas.
Yet another option.
That's us.
Endure this.
I'll make short work of this.
Hit him.
Take you.
Mind over muscle.
Just squat the bugs individually. You got this.
I refuse to accept their statement.
It's the hive totem. I see. We'll fireball one entity real quick.
Make every strike count.
I'm ready. Oh. Where's the other one? Oh, right over here. I'll fireball another single entity, why not? Take half damage from swarms while raging. Take no damage from swarms while raging. Do constitution damage with a bite while raging. I see.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
I thought it'd be more like Swarmy itself. Like, think like a swarm. Poor Darren is all the way back here. We left him behind. I say poor Darren, and then I look at Sela and her general situation.
You should have run.
Distract them for me.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Level 8 Scald could be giving out bites with con damage. I forgot that in this, a totem is just like a rage power without like a subclass attached to it. It's more like an ability chain / feat chain thing. Or maybe a little later, depending on when they get their rage powers, 12 maybe. It's an exclusive rage power chain. You take one, you're locked out of the others. I see.
I'm off.
I didn't close the map myself. Or at least I don't think I did.
Can we retreat already?
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of thought that was the case. You did? You can't read this? Stop putting it in the way? Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, everyone. I got this. No! I saw a thing and it distracted me and I ended my turn.
You won't survive me.
I keep hitting space to speed them up. Ah, the shirt. But if I pick it up, the game will yell at me. I'm already never going to use that armor. Did I leave Ninyo behind? I just left Ninyo in a ditch somewhere.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
World 12 can have this because you also need Animal Fury. I see, I see. I'm playing a Scald
Into the fray.
in my offline game,
Out of my sight.
but I took an archetype, so I'm locked into a certain set of rage powers.
This!
But only for a little bit. And they're good. They give me bites and spikes.
Don't hold back.
They got this, certainly. Darren, you're great. Don't change a thing. I should probably just use save spells with you.
Make every strike count.
Strike!
Time to share your treasures.
Oh my gosh, Nyx, hello. How have you been? How was Final Fantasy? Nyx, thank you for the raid. Absolutely take a break for yourself if you need one. You were doing alright until your mouse suddenly died and ruined your stream. That would have ruined my stream too, if the mouse suddenly died. I don't know if I'd be able to recover. I'm really sorry. I hope it's not permanently dead. Likely back in an hour? I hope so. I hope it's not a, I hope it's not a permanent issue.
Glory without risk.
Hey, could you drag your stream here? Well, thank you.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You should have run.
I am Allison, by the way. I play lots of retro and indie games. This one... Is Owlcat indie? I'm not sure, but I like it. Whatever. I'll have to go and buy a new one, so it shouldn't be permanent. That's fair. A short spear. Okay, well, I have to take the short spear, actually. That'll be fine. It's a keen short spear +2.
We do it my way.
Maybe it's not the most necessary thing. Indie gone mainstream is how you'd categorize them. Started small and blew up. That's what they used to call you in college. Terrible droning sound coming from a crevice. Oh, sorry, let me read the whole thing. The bottom of the canyon is split by a narrow crevice, about one stride across at its widest. It's easy enough to jump over, or in places even step across. An obstacle doesn't seem a problem, or even particularly notable. But as you draw closer, you hear a terrible droning sound coming from the crevice. It seems to be howling as if it's alive. I'll look into the crevice. You stare into the darkness of the void, trying to make out where the strange sound is coming from. Not all at once, but your eyes pick out the contours of a body in the darkness. Someone small, perhaps a gnome, a halfling, or a child, rolled up in a ball at the bottom of the chasm, under a stone ledge. He's crouched down, his head to his knees, and he's hugging his legs tightly. It appears to be one of the caravanners caught by the swarm. He's crying aloud, one continuous tone, and it strengthens as it echoes through the crevice, building into something truly haunting. We'll try to help the caravaner get out. We have to roll a 5 or better. Not without effort, you manage to clamber down to the bottom of the crevice, tie the halfling with a rope, and pull him up. He doesn't resist, but he's little help either, dangling helplessly like a puppet. The Vescivores inhabiting his eye sockets seem to have eaten their fill, and you can easily pull them out and crush them. Your victim sits on the ground and continues to cry, and the sound begins attracting unwanted attention. You hear the humming of disturbed Vescivores above. A mass of them separates from the main swarm and flies towards you.
Do not waver.
Oh, just these?
You won't survive me.
That's fine. Halfling you pulled from the crevice didn't move at all as you fought the onslaught of Vescivores. He's still on the floor crying. Fair enough, honestly. I'll heal you and come back for you later. Magic can heal the caravaner's wounds, but not his mind. For now, there's nothing more you can do for him. He seems scarcely aware of your help, and his crying and shrieking continues. A moment later, you hear another scream from overhead. Leaning precariously over the ledge of the crevice above, one of your men falls to the bottom and dies on the rocks. The other soldiers, now serving as bait, are up there desperately fighting for their lives and yours.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
You filled your check on the crevice? I think I filled my check on the crevice like every single time I've played this, other than this one.
Endure this.
Oh. What about a cheeky charge? It's cheeky because it's illegal. Oh, Anivia is here. And Darren's back here. Sorry for leaving you behind again.
Make every strike count.
I believe in you, Woljif.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, sorry about that. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
This will hurt.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll give her a bone shake and, see? It's like I didn't just heal her.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
How much life do you even have? 7? Woljif, stay down. I really expected there to be, like, you know, worms, other things. Unleashing her last shriek, the Swarm Queen slumps to the ground. Immediately, as if by magic, the distant sounds of battle begin to subside. Several small beasts sit on their mother's body, sinking their mandibles into it. The canyon drowns in waves of scent, a sweet soporific with a hint of bite, like a crackle in the air before a storm. I can't breathe. I need some fresh air. Get me out of this disgusting hole. Agreed. Mind you, I've had cause to see holes a good deal more disgusting than this in my time. Darren laughs suggestively, but they were few and far between. Thela looks at Darren in confusion and a second later bursts into giggles. Have the fumes gone to your head, Count? Look at you, cracking jokes like the worst kind of bod. Lan looks askance at the queen's carcass. The mongrels in the caves under Canabras could eat that, I guess. Nevia approaches the Swarm Queen's body. Her face clearly expresses a desire to kick the dead beast, but she refrains. Just a brainless bug, and so many of our people died because of her. Just yesterday, I was sitting by the fire with some of the people the swarm devoured. Suddenly, Anivia stops. Her nostrils flare and her eyes scan the floor and the walls of the canyon. She squats, pokes at some lumps of slimy substance, lifts some up to look more closely, smells them and cringes. You smell it too, right? A suspiciously familiar stink. Aha! Anivia rubs a ball of greenish slime in her hand. I'd bet my life that your gear had this nasty stench when we were entering this canyon. I saw the queen bug spraying it around to summon her spawn to her. By the way, did you know that smells are extremely effective in attracting attention not only in the insect world? For example, a tavern keeper in Canabras can, for 10 minutes, purposefully and doggedly search for a rotten fish that turns out to be in the pocket of his apron. Well, let's see if we can find the source of the smell among my equipment. You and Anivia search through your things and quickly find the source of the smell. A thin handkerchief. Looks like it's been soaked in something like the Swarm Queen's slime. I'll be damned. When the queen was spraying the sweet-smelling goop around, the swarm flew to it like flies to jam. The chewed-up bodies of the caravanners smelled like this too, I checked. Commander, I think some rat planted that handkerchief on you to ensure that the Vescivores would find you. I mean, it certainly wasn't a rat. Lusa's been tagged for assassination already. Our commander's all grown up. Despite his airy tone, Darren looks discomforted. Discomfited? I thought this crusade couldn't get any worse, but now we have a mysterious traitor who's trying to feed us to a swarm of repulsive insects. Sweet-smelling goop? A rat? On you? Hmm? I would not say that Darren would be the first in line to feed me to some repulsive bugs. Seeing that you're not going to answer, Darren shrugs indifferently. Looks like I've got enemies in Mendev, and someone has decided to get rid of me. True, nobody likes upstarts. If you knew what Erebeth's allies hissed behind her back when she was appointed head of the Eagle Watch. You wish you could rub Bug Queen pheromones on me? No, that's not fair. You should rub them on Dorothy. She wants it so much more. Anyway, we need to keep our eyes open. That handkerchief could have been planted here by magic, but take it from a professional paranoiac. I think we've got a rat in our camp. In Canabras, we squashed the cultists time and time again, but they were like maggots in a dead hog. Some could have infiltrated our forces too. We have to keep our eyes open and our guard up. It's time we got back to our people. I'd say we destroy the queen's body. I've heard the little bugs who eat the flesh of their mother can be reborn as swarm queens themselves. Kind of the last thing we need, right? Evil, burn the body, but gather as much of the queen's slime as you can. Keep it a secret from the troops. And Drizzt will send in a squad. Wait for the demons to gather their forces, then bring in the Vescivores. No, thank you. We'll get rid of the beast body. Nighty-night, bunny. Love you. Get lots of rest. You can? You're a Princess Moth? You're full of those? Really? Great. Cleaning up after a fight is just what I like. We'll start here, and little by little, I'll clean up the entire world wound. Anivia, Commander, it's Saciel! What a relief, you're alive. I saw the swarm begin to thin and ran to you immediately. She pauses to catch her breath. Saciel wipes sweat from his brow. My squad handled the assignment. I healed everyone I could, but my warriors have had quite a fright. It's not very pleasant to be eaten alive, then healed, then eaten, then healed again. I knew I could rely on you. What happened up there can't be described in words, but you're the one who carried the day, Elusa. There are many dead and wounded. To be honest, I feared the whole army was about to scatter. We have been in the world wound for such a short time and already run into so much trouble. But what matters is that it's over. We survived a trial and received our reward, albeit not without sacrifice. In the end, what is life without risk? Oh dear, Nero shivers. What are we going to do now? little callous, to be honest. Trouble and the world wound? Never. Since you're here, please take a look around. I found some painted runes and traces of something that seemed like a ritual. We need to figure out what this is. Cat. Ah, easy done. Nero leans over the magic symbols painted on the stone. I'm no mage, unfortunately, but I'm in the habit of thoroughly documenting all descriptions of rituals and symbols from magic books. Nero, you're a bard. Especially demonic ones. Someone very recently opened a portal to the abyss here and summoned someone. It's not difficult to figure out who they summoned. She's laying dead right there. I can guess who carried out the ritual. Handwriting is unique, even when it comes to runes. I examined the Great Garrison after your success, documenting everything I found for Queen Galfrey, and I'm sure that the hand that drew these rune circles is the same in both instances. It's the work of the same spellcaster. Looks like this spellcaster is afraid of us and dares not to fight us openly. Of course he's afraid. Nothing he can set on us will ever be scarier than the swarm. He's just played his last hand and lost. Well, since we've finished off the swarm and we know someone is giving us trouble, I'd suggest we get out of here. I'm done with bugs. We leveled up. Huge runic circle's been drawn on the rock, probably with blood. Probably. Yippee! A bow! Hunter's Assurance. It's a composite short bow. It's a +3 bleed composite short bow. Whenever it confirms a critical hit, the enemy suffers a -1 penalty to AC until the end of combat. It stacks. Oh. We'll level up and go down, but after a real quick break. I'll be right back. See you very soon. Welcome back. I'll save before I level for no reason, other than the menu is right there. Sorry. I got the game in windowed mode, actually. I can see my stream, like, peeking out underneath. Welcome back, Cassidy. Wickabecca, Isa. No. None of these. Once per round, when Ellie fails a saving throw, you can make a mobility check. Ellie makes it save if your mobility check is greater than the DC of the opponent's attack. What do we need for open fighting things? I want to make sure I'm not missing that. Well, we need 19 dexterity. This one requires 17 dexterity. Okay. I thought they reduced your penalties further with 2 weapons, but that is not the case. Double slice your offhand weapon while dual wielding strikes with greater power. Add your strength bonus to damage rolls made with your offhand weapon. Yeah, I'll take that. Normally you add only half. Do we want outflank? Increase your flanking bonus to +4. In addition, whenever you score a critical hit on the flanked creature, throws an attack of opportunity from your ally. I can certainly take that with this thing at level 9. We'll get an additional teamwork feat as a bonus feat over there. None of this is overrun, right? No. Okay, I'll take double slice and stop worrying about it. Dazzling display. Take intimidating prowess and dazzling display, and then scare everyone with my dog. Combat reflexes is so tempting. Tempting, even. But so is medium barding. I'll take the barding. We need so many people proficient in persuasion. Probably not. You can finally have power attack, I think. Plan. Our arrows are treated as cold iron and silver for overcoming damage reduction. Clustered shots. No, snapshot. I was taking Windwalk in the offline save, and I took something else here, which probably doesn't work with Land's situation. Buh? You bun? You bun. What was it? Mini shot? No, it wasn't mini shot. I got a second arrow for my first shot per turn. I'm not seeing that now. Mini shot. It's not recommended. I'm assuming it doesn't stack with like flurry of blows or something. Hammer the gap. Repeatedly. I was thinking about it. When you make a full attack, each consecutive hit against the same opponent deals extra damage equal to the number of previous consecutive hits. He hits so many times. Yeah. He hits the mostest. I can't believe I'm missing Winduog right now. She's grown on me so much. Hammer the Gap is quintessential monk. Run a strike. I mean, that's just good. I did promise him spell penetration, though. Gotcha. I promised, but Piranha Strike. Piranha Strike. Spell penetration, though. Actually, spell penetration. Sorry, I love you all. For spells, we want... Thank you for the follow. Agonizing over character choices. Oh, this is not what I thought. I was thinking Battering Blast, probably. It is a ranged touch attack to strike the target. On a successful hit, 1d6 points of force damage per 2 caster levels. For every 5 caster levels beyond 5th, you get an additional ball of force. A creature struck by any of these subject to a Bull Rush attempt. I'll take it. It is a ranged touch attack. And blink. His sneak attack's gone up. Doesn't say here what it's at now. It's certainly more than it was. Yeah. Give to me persistent spell. I was reminded that Phantasmal Killer exists. She doesn't need to hit if she only uses save spells. Persistent spell. Whenever a creature targeted by a persistent spell or within its area succeeds at a saving throw, it must make another saving throw. If it fails the second saving throw, it suffers the full effects of the spell. You do have to increase the spell's level by 2, though. The Phantasmal Killer, it's right here! We can't use Persistent Spell on it because that would make it a level 6 spell. Unless... Greater Invisibility. It doesn't end if the subject attacks. We can throw that on Woljif and... let him party. Touch of slime? I've got that. Acid pit? I love that episode. Wish slime would touch you. Of course. Shadow Conjuration. Use material from the plane of shadow to shape quasi-real illusions of one or more creatures, objects, or forces. It can mimic any sorcerer or wizard conjuration summoning or conjuration creation spell of 3rd level or lower. But they're only 1/5 as strong as the real things. So creatures who believe them to be real are affected by them at full strength. I have used these before. But how could I not invisibility greater? What? Aaron, what do you need? You need greater spell penetration. What is your dex even? I've been trying to make you hit with things. Was I wrong to do this? Your dexterity is +3. I could take a weapon focus ray. Take point blank shot. Or I could just take greater spell penetration and you just focus on save spells. Keeps. Point blank shot. Who dis? Darren. He's not been hitting with his spells. Don't do it? No? It would affect, ranged touch spells, right? Because of DC or spell resistance. Because of not targeting them. Because of throwing a ball of light and having it not hit their AC. Whenever you cast a cure spell, you can cast it as a swift action by expending 2 spell slots. Does not increase the level of spell. Once per day. Enhanced cures. Whenever you cast a cure spell, the maximum number of hit points healed is based on your oracle level, not the limit based on the spell. This is a mythic thing as well. An 11th level Oracle of Life can cast Cure Light Wounds to heal 1d8 plus 11 hit points instead of the normal 1d8 plus 5. Those are the spells you want to use. Precise Shot is kind of necessary. They're the ones I grabbed so far. Create a bond between yourself and another creature. Bonded creature is wounded for 5 or more hit points below its maximum. It heals 5 points and you take 5 damage. No. Oh, we can overheal with this one with temporary hit points. I'll take Enhanced Cures, actually. The spells we got so far. Searing Light we have not been able to hit with. You can have Unbreakable Heart, in case someone gets dominated. Arrow of Law could be another one. Which, it sounds so enticing. Pure Order from your holy symbol. The target in range has a ranged touch attack. A chaotic creature struck takes 1d8 points of damage for 2 caster levels, but a chaotic outsider takes 1d6 points per caster level, and is dazed for 1 round. But it's a touch. It's an attack and a save though. Circle of Protecting isn't in this game. That sounds fake. Lane keeps getting domed by succubi and TPKing. We were just talking about that. In the off-stream game, like, it was necessary so soon because they kept throwing succubi at me. It's not fake. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Take protection from alignment communal. It's communal. It's such a good spell. You're always recommending it to players and they're always like, I don't know. I'm sorry Alcat doesn't respect Circle of Protecting. You'd never want protection from our commune? No, it's for the commune. I mean, Dispel Magic is probably good. And you're like, fine, Confusion Blast. I'd take a Confusion Blast from you.
My skills are absolute.
Did I get bigger or am I just imagining it? Also, I can wear the muscle warmer now. Maybe this was a mistake. It's technically more armor. It gives me cold resistance 10, +2 on saving throws against movement impairing effects. It's no base speed +10 and an additional attack of opportunity, but still. Alcat is definitely in camp. The circle doesn't move with you, and you hate them for that. Is this a debate on whether or not the circle moves with you? Or is that just a known trait, and some people think it's
This will be quick.
significantly bad?
You're irrelevant.
It's because of the binding use of the spell.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both? Ugh. I will see to your demise.
You won't survive me.
I hate to do this, but it just occurred to me. I saved a halfling earlier. And said I'd be back for you, and here I am. The fact that either way, the material component is a circle of silver dust around you. I see. Zap you or zap you, why not both? There's a letter on one side of the paper, and on the other a hastily drawn map of the dungeons with a mark on one spot. To anyone who can help us, my name is Harkle, and I'm chief of the Nasty Waifs gang. Recently, we raided the Tower of Estrid in Canabras, and with Norgorber's blessing, we took quite a haul. We hid in a reliable place with bad reputation, somewhere the law would never think of going. We were celebrating our success when Quickrick appeared and choked 2 of our friends to death. We knew things were bad because Quickrick had already been dead for about 4 hours. The old man was a drunk and his heart had failed in the steep mountain roads. Terrified, we chopped Quickrick into bits. But a few hours later, he came for us again, and he brought with him the 2 he killed earlier. That's when the real nightmare began. Something so bad the mind can't take it. Corpses came back to life, howling, screaming in pain and rage, and killing. The way they killed. Even now, we're sitting in a cave, keeping a wall of fire burning with oil sanctified by priests of Ayamade. It's the only thing separating us from the mob of walking corpses we once called friends. Praise Norgriber. He took an oil vessel with us from the Tower of Estrid. It won't last another day, if the heat doesn't kill us quicker. Looks like Nasty Waifs are done, so here's our offer. If you can get to Dry River Canyon and get us out of here, we'll honestly return all the loot, show you our hiding spots, empty our pockets, confess to everything, and accept any punishment except for the gallows. If you want, we'll even sign up to be crusaders. We'd rather die in the mouth of a demon than suffer here forever with our friends. I know my comrades well, and the man who planted this letter for you will have long ago escaped to the south. I beg you. Here's the exact location of the place where the Nasty Waifs are making their final stand. Have a drop of mercy and you save our souls. Even if it didn't move, it would be a good spell for the game, in your opinion. Area of Denial. Ooh. Would you use Area of Denial on me? No, that's not fair. There's others more deserving. You'll show me an Area of Denial? Uh-huh. Aw, thank you.
Follow if you dare.
There are spots of blood where you left the wounded halfling, but there's no trace of him or his footprints. It's like he just vanished. I'm sure that's fine.
I'm off.
But also, emanation effects clearly state that the effect comes continuously from the target. That's true. So Area of Denial is best cast before Satisfaction. That's true. Sword. Magic longsword, magic longsword. This is a +1 cold iron warhammer. Please take this longsword +2.
Crusading isn't that boring after all.
I'm glad she thinks so.
Endure this.
Distract them for me. Tactical retreat.
You got this, Woljif.
I'll remove this obstacle.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Can I shake the bones of the bugs? No, that's fair.
Don't hold back.
Make every strike count.
I do what I must.
No time for debates.
share your treasures.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'm starting to second guess my voice lines being set to constantly. Oh, hey Darren.
Strike!
Nice shot, Nanya.
The light. Take you.
Cover me, all right?
Lan, you got this, right?
Survive me.
Darren. He hit.
It's all your fault.
You're fine.
Mind over muscle.
You're not even dead. You're just mostly dead. I was trying to select the one that had like slightly less health. It doesn't really matter.
Endure this.
See, look, you're back up. You're A-okay. You don't even feel sick anymore.
There's something here.
.22 DC athletics. We got 16. I probably got a better one if I take my shirt off.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Oh, hello.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Oh, almost sounds sweet.
Magritio Turi. Magritio Turinos.
You felt so proud killing this spider. I love this spider.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Make every strike count.
We got our 2 rays. Double spell sneak attack. I want to charge actually. We have tripped it.
Into the fray.
Can we shake its bones?
This thing
We can't.
refuses to cooperate.
I got the retriever's claw. Get out of here, Finian. I found a +2 cold iron dagger with an increased crit multiplier of ×3. Is anyone else using like a really bad weapon? Not here. Oh.
This is my kind of work.
I'm gone. Interesting.
An amulet of apothecary. This amulet of natural armor +1 additionally grants the wearer +4 morale bonus on saving throws against poison. Put that on Nenyo, I suppose. Well, there you go, 30 AC. How's it feel, Sela?
We do it my way.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
You can, like, step over here, I guess. Darren's just got some boot up time. It's okay. It's his curse. Wait until the other swarm's here.
You should have run.
His land's got that cleaving shot, so he deals damage whenever he takes something down.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Follow if you dare.
It's a rock.
Watch and learn.
It doesn't see us yet. Well, at least one technically hit.
This will hurt.
Because of the UI, I honestly thought that for some reason coming here versus coming here that I would have gone with a charge. Wouldn't give me the opportunity to attack. These guys were annoying. They're so annoying. It's very true. I don't know if we fought one on stream yet. But this is why. They scream and effectively make everyone waste a turn.
You won't survive me. Did you see that?
Yeah? You got silence? No. No. Takes your bones. Oh. Just I got stunned. Eluse is fine. Oh, the Instrument of Freedom. We can unleash a bolt of energy from Elysium itself. Targeting an ally or a foe within 50 feet is a ranged touch attack. It deals 46 plus 2d6 per mythic rank points of damage. If used on allies, the bolt instead charges their attacks with weapons for 2 plus mythic rank rounds. Attacks deal an additional 2d6 points of holy damage on hit and count as good for the purposes of bypassing damage reduction. Or this thing. Once per day, we can summon an Azata. There she is. Look at her go.
Endure this.
Precision and grace.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Don't hold back.
So, you're good to still just hang out for a bit? A Radiant Kukri +1.
I'm off. I do what I must. There's something here.
Aw. He left at some point while everyone was walking here.
You can handle them, right?
I mean, probably, to be honest.
Make every strike count.
I'll make short work of this.
Oh, that's changed shape. I was like, what's this? I forgot Nenyo had haste prepared. Rawr.
No glory without risk.
Are we fine? We're fine.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh, actually, I failed my save. What has it done to me? I'm confused. I'm all better. Don't worry about it.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
It's literally a trap. We know that from it being a trap. You're the one who discovered it.
making a mystery of herself?
Let the duel commence.
I don't know if I've ever heard that line before. I'm confused again. It's true, I'm easily confused by bugs.
You won't survive me.
Don't you make note of that. We've got 2 hastes.
The light take you!
Strike!
Oh, we're fine actually. Don't worry about the confusion. A voice of hollow. Whenever the wielder of this +2 mithril heavy mace confirms a critical hit with it, a loud sound is produced. All enemies in a 30-foot cone except the target have to pass a will saving throw or be affected with the Voices of Hollow effect for 1d4 rounds. Every turn the target is randomly affected with one of the following. 50% normal, but suffer 2d6 sonic damage. 50% chance they attack the nearest creature. Oh. That's crazy, kinda. But why would I want to use a mace? I'm not a cleric.
Pretty good, aren't I?
I'm gone.
Mace to the face? No.
I found something.
You gave the mace to Sela? That's honestly not a bad idea.
This is my kind of work.
I've been so mean to Sela lately. Well, she came with shield focus. I took her shield
We
away.
do it my way.
Then I gave her longsword focus and gave her a hammer. That room looks pretty complete, if I'm being honest.
Ah, a test of my abilities.
Endure this.
Get him. We're so fast compared to everyone, and they just march at their full speed.
Something wrong? Pretty good, aren't I?
Whenever we travel any distance, it's kind of just us up there.
Toes as well.
Out of my sight!
Make every strike count.
Scoots forward.
You should have run.
Fish and moss.
Follow if you dare. Their life ends here.
Oh no, this one's still talking.
This will hurt.
obstacle.
Poor guys, fresh out the cairn. I do not need 3 mirror images. I think I did that because I thought I could cast it on others.
Distract them from me.
Get him.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
And here's Darren.
Don't hold back. Strike.
We're good this time. We did not end turn when we stopped.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
Ooh, a jade.
They will break against our resolve.
Darren.
We'll see to your demise.
Whoa! You got a critical hit. Good job.
Time to share your treasures.
Mysterious shambling heard in the distance. Oh, it's Harkle. That's the guy who left the note. I guess we didn't get here in time, huh? Rip Harkle. We'll always remember you, Hackle.
You won't survive me.
You should have run.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Endure this.
This will hurt.
We tripped him. It's over for him.
Precision and grace.
Cover me, all right?
Cover me. Proceeds to just, like, stab the guy on the floor.
I'll cheer you on from over there.
We're back. I downed the white on my attack of opportunity. Well, you know, tripped him.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
So anyway. As soon as your fingers touch the wand, a surge of energy courses through your body. A howling choir of restless souls deafens your very thoughts. Green light pours from your eyes. It can rend souls from body if you so will it. The wand vibrates in your hand like it's alive, but no, it is certainly not, as you realize with amazing clarity. But there's definitely something inside, and it's studying you closely. Yes, Saiba. It's the wand of Zacharias. I can reach with my mind and touch it. Your hand clenches the wand harder and harder, like it's closing around the throat of an enemy. Suddenly, the darkness lurking within the wand emerges and seizes your hand. It crawls through your eyes and deep into your mind. A spark flares in the darkness. It's a firefly held gently in the hands of a young mage. Its light barely diminishes the gloom, but it's enough to see the stone walls of a dungeon. There are several others, young and battered wizard crusaders, holding magic wands, all showing signs of recent battle. You hear a rumble from above, followed by a furious demon shriek. The mages rise, preparing for another fight. A tall figure rises before them. Master Zacharias, you're alive! The mage towering over his apprentices is pale, and his clothes are covered in blood. His voice is dull and dispassionate. The newfound sanctuary has fallen. You have fulfilled your duty, now leave. This is my battle, not yours. Teldon, the apprentices, baffled, turn around to the young man holding the firefly. The day I die and leave my friends, take my wand and deliver it to Canabras. In the hour of greatest need, let a worthy crusader return it to me. I will know that my brothers need me, and I will rise to their aid. Even death will not stand in my way. I can hide it in my bag. Green light fades as quickly as it arose. The choir of dead quiet their howls. The power slips away, even as every part of your body protests against it. You vividly realize how fragile and fickle mortal flesh is.
Make every strike count.
No glory without risk!
Can I do the thing? I can catch like 2. I don't think it's worth it to do the thing.
I'll make short work of this.
When else am I going to use it? Never before the next rest. It would have certainly been more useful than firing my crossbow.
Don't hold back.
Distract them from me.
You're irrelevant.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Ooh, a magic elfin curve blade. Verminbane. Despicable. Oh. Incredible dexterity +2. Please. Thank you. I love it. Oh. Have you ever seen a mightier creature? The helmet of Scrotia. Judging by its adornments, this massive knight's helmet once belonged to a Hell Knight. There's a dent from a powerful blow on the bottom edge of the rear plate. Charcoal, soot, and the remains of a greasy-looking liquid. Possibly traces of burnt oil. Aw. A massive claw, judging by its size and color, once belonged to a silver dragon. Aw, piece of Tyrandulav's claw.
What a discovery.
Hmm? We got a vessel of Aurelius. Copper vessel is empty, but there's a film of scented oil along the sides. Outside of the vessel is covered with engravings praising Iomedae. They're talking about that. Recipe for cursed pilaf. Can I put you in stasis for a bit until you're all better? Oh, I wish I could. This is the best I got. No, I messed it up. There we go.
Can't hide from me.
Rapier, the Mind Piercer. It deals additional 1d6 piercing damage against enemies who are under mind affecting effects. suspended in yours. Cool.
I'm off.
I think this is it. We gotta march our butts all the way back here. While we march, and before we actually leave and see what's next, I'm gonna take a real quick break, but I'll be right back. See you very soon. Welcome back. We're getting the heck out of here. Welcome back, Isa. Welcome back, Cassidy. We can progress our armies now. Mm-hmm. I would love to combine some of these. Take the footmen and the archers. I mean, we could combine those, but why? We need to get some generals with more slots. I gift you my archers. You are what, cavalry? Mounted scouts. That is what we asked for. Not there. We want you to combine with the Hell Knights. Oh, I can switch here. And we can put the mounted scouts with them. It's almost like having ranged units, isn't it? The most important thing is it gives me fewer armies that I have to feel like I need to do something with. We have a shot. We've got cultists, ghouls, and cultist fighters. We've restored so much power. We can Scorching Ray up here. Our morale is so high, it's all skill. I'm trying to get these guys down because they've got an AoE attack. Incredible. Yeah, we can take on a single band of cultist fighters. We're shedding footmen, but it's fine. They take up so little space in the infirmary. You can just pack them in there like sardines. The cultists protected their caravan of valuable supplies to the death, but the Crusaders prevailed. It seems the demon worshippers plundered the treasures from nearby Sarkorian ruins. It would be hard to spot this narrow passage leading underground, even if it wasn't concealed. Before the demon invasion, sorcerers hid here, helping their brethren flee from Sarkoris to more hospitable lands. The organization fell into obscurity long ago, but someone continues to hide the entrance from curious eyes. Ooh. We need to clear these two before we can make it to Dresden, which is our main goal. But this one blocks our way to the underground hideout. That's all the movement we got for today. I'm pretty sure if we hire anybody, if we recruit anybody rather, they're coming from Canabras. So it almost feels pointless to ask for anybody. I don't know though. It took it just took a little bit of time to get everyone up here because they were going straight here. I'll check. We can hire clerics. 22 of them. I would like to do that. Thank you. We'll get there eventually, certainly. Camp moved, so we'll visit it.
I do what I must.
What a march, eh, Commander? I won't forget it, not in a million years. I can't stop shaking whenever I think about the leper's smile. It's a miracle that we lost so few back there. The soldiers realized that if you'd made the wrong decision, half the army wouldn't have made it out. They're scared. They're scared things are only going to get nastier from here. What if we held awake, lit up the bonfires, poured some wine, raised our cups in memory of the fallen? It'd do the troops a world of good. Not with wine, but with words of prayer. No. Give the soldiers some wine, but not enough to get them smashed. Never, Commander. Everything will be proper, solemn, and with due respect for the fallen. We're mourning the dead, not celebrating a wedding. We need to get Sela a shield smash. Maybe. Maybe. Why does it sound so squishy when I sell a bow?
I'm gone.
Anivia. Stash all of my unique items because I get overly attached. Right. We've got other people wanting to level up. Celestial, what are you doing? You took heavy armor proficiency. I didn't even know that about you. Toughness and extra channel. I definitely value you for who you are. I know before I was taking I was making this guy a summoner. And honestly, why not? As good as anything else. Where's spell focus? Spell focus? No. Spell focus. It was right at the top. Conjuration, please. Literal feat tax does nothing. It adds 1 to the DC of all saving throws against spells from Conjuration. But we need it for... Hold on. Don't we need this for summoning feats later? Spells focus. Spells focus. Yeah, we need spell focus conjuration. How dare you not mention augment summoning in there? Ember. What do you do? Hex things mostly. We just get you greater spell penetration as well, since everything's got that in this game. We could take you spell focus, we could get you spell focus evocation. You can learn... I can't use Enlarge Person on myself. I'd have to use it on, like, Sela. Unbreakable Heart. I have Cure Moderate Wounds. Do you want Scare? Nah. It's got a hit dice limit. Remove Disease. But then again, we got a Cleric. Have yourself... I mean, Stinking Cloud seems good, but something about Ember casting it I don't like for some reason. Of Dispel Magic. Whichever combination of casters we have, someone's gonna have that. What did you take last time? You took Fencing Grace Rapier and Weapon Focus Rapier. Well, it stands to reason you take Piranha Strike this time. That was an easy one. Regil, do we level up Regil? He's already multi-classed. He's got 1 level of Hell Knight and 6 of Armiger. You gave him Smite, Chaos, and Disorder. What level did you take that? You take Weapons Training, Double Weapons on your 5th fighter level. 1 more level of fighter would get you bonus combat feat. And Ardent. You're difficult to sway from your beliefs. You get a +2 bonus on will saves against Charm and Compulsion. First time you fail a saving throw against a Charm or Compulsion, you reroll it. Or we get Armor Training. Does Hell Knight even give anything good? They get Disciplines. You can do things like... Oh! Extra things on Smite Chaos. They can use any one discipline a number of times equal to the total... Okay, yeah, gotcha. When you use Smite Chaos, you can strike the creature mute for 1d3 rounds, unless it succeeds at a will save. Okay. A knight who successfully uses Persuasion skill to cause a creature within 10 feet to become shaken can instead have them become frightened. But these are things you only use a number of times a day. Give him the old Tackle Maggot. What if I just gave Regal a tackle maggot? Honestly, fighter just seems better. I see why that's recommended. He needs at least the one Hell Knight level for Smite Chaos. What is your charisma? +2? I guess that's just for intimidation. Have Piranha Strike. And get out of here. Oh. Have Double Slice and get out of here. Actually, improve 2 up in fighting. Books. I'm so sorry. Unholy Blight? You call up upon the unholy power to smite your enemies. It takes the form of a cold, cloying miasma of greasy darkness. Only good and neutral, not evil creatures are harmed by the spell. This is so useful in this campaign. You can take Protection from Energy or Forced Repentance for free. You force an evil creature that does not have the evil subtype to momentarily reflect on its past actions and be overcome by grief and conscience. Okay, so they're saying this works on cultists, but not on demons. The target immediately drops prone and begins to loudly confess all of its sins and transgressions to the caster for the duration of the spell, which is around a level. It's basically holier than thou hold person. Restoration. Hypa. I'm glad to have it, but we don't need it all the time. Cast a spell on a melee weapon in your primary hand. Imbue it with powerful holy energy. Lasts a minute a level. Whenever you score a critical hit against an outsider with evil subtype, you not only deal normal critical damage, but also nauseate them. Oh, we were just talking about making you a summoner. So I guess we want you to have summon a monster, don't we? Have a Bane. Thorn Body. Personal. Spines grow from your exposed skin, damaging creatures that strike you. In addition, your natural attacks and unarmed strikes deal an additional 1d6 points of piercing damage. This is fake Bone Fists. Spike Stones? Oh, it's like spike growth. Incredible. Infernal Burning Hands, just in case. I cannot remember, by the way, how to actually use my meta magic feat. I was trying to figure this out off stream with Ninyo. I'll figure it out sooner or later. Phantasmal Killer. Invisibility Raider. It's like an Phantasmal Killer. You create a phantasmal image of the most fearsome creature imaginable to the subject, simply by forming the fears of the subject's subconscious mind into something that its conscious mind can visualize. This most horrid beast. Only the spell's subject can see the killer. You see only a vague shape. The target first gets a will save to recognize the image as unreal. If that save fails, the phantasm touches the subject, and the subject must succeed at a fortitude save. Or die. Even if the fortitude save is successful, the subject takes 3d6 points of damage. I'm very excited to make this a persistent spell. A number of times when I was playing before, where Ninyo just like insta-killed something. Okay. Now we can sleep. Here comes Count Arende, now intimately familiar with all the delights of life on the march. Well, Count, how are you finding answering nature's call in the bushes? Why are you asking him this? It is all a matter of degree, my scaled friend. I feel quite well disposed towards the bushes, when they are not trying to eat me, that is. Darren was even, like, normal about it. It's like, what do you mean? Like, fine. You can have Mind Piercer. Who else truly could? I'm gonna be greedy and actually just equip this spear. I never gave the knife. The Woljif. +1 dagger, but also adds +1 to the DC for all evocation spells he casts. But I specifically give him attack spells so that he can sneak attack off of it. Never mind. Wait, no, we can sell that. We can sell that too, actually. +3 bleed composite shortbow. Lan has a bonus to longbows. But I think he's only got a +2, so it would actually make up for that. It would do less damage. See, it goes from 8 to 15 damage. To 7 to 14 damage. You know what? I'll take that for now. You know what, Darren? You can have a crossbow of judgment. Okay. Now I'm going to put things away and get out of here, I promise. I can sell that. Very important. Critically important, even. We need to illusion Philo's sword so it looks like she's wielding radiance. We'll check in with a couple people. Nothing new.
We do it my way.
I'm gonna see if I can get in one more little adventure. We should at the very least be able to check out the inconspicuous camp. It's so inconspicuous.
I'm always open to ideas.
I am never wrong.
5-minute adventure, in and out. That's it.
It's time to act.
Oh, Rinka. Canuck. The aged kobold sitting by the small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapon or hiss threateningly. All in all, his behavior is highly unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Greetings, my name is Canuck. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. He speaks smoothly without the usual kobold hissing. Moving slightly aside, the kobold points to the carcass of a small animal on a stick roasting over the fire. Dinner will be ready soon. Was it you who left me that note? Of course, who else could it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I can provide. What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering help. I sympathize with your cause, so I'd like to provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work for you? The kobold stops and looks at you expectantly. Thank you. We would appreciate any help. Canuck nods agreeably. Then we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and then, and we can have a word. Perhaps I'll be able to give you some useful tips. Pulling out a small knife, the traveler carefully cuts off 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one into his toothy maw and graciously offers the other one to you. A strange animal for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the world wound mask everything in illusion. Harmless-looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads, and your enemies. Sometimes your enemies can look like your friends. Canuck squints and looks deeply into your eyes. Have you ever been in a situation like this? First, you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales fall from your eyes and you realize they're actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person and tie them up, and then you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor? Well, those who have lost their way must be saved. We need to help them return to the path of righteousness. Try to find out what would force the traitor to reveal the truth of their real masters, then do whatever that is. Hey, I like trying to convince people. In narratives especially. Did some cleric tell you that? And have you ever seen one of those who return to the path of righteousness? Stop listening to others and use your head. We're not talking about children here. The decision to collaborate with demons is a little different from yanking on the family cat's tail. To make such a decision, a person would have to be a truly vile scumbag. Oh, just where do you people get this beautiful naivety from? Something in Canuck's voice sounds merciless like cold steel. If you catch a traitor, grab them and shake them till they spill everything they know. Some need to be tortured. Others will crack if you threaten their family or bribe them with promises of mercy and gold. Wring the traitor dry like a rag mop. And think about war, not about ethics. At least that's what smart people write in books. The fervor fades from the kobold's voice, but subtle glints still flicker in his eyes. You got really worked up there. Who, me? Not at all. You say that like you're an expert on kobolds, as if you can intuit our deepest feelings and emotions. Not convinced. Kobold shrugs. Was I trying to convince you? I was just stating my opinion. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by Deskarites from Baphamites, and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while the other one lies by the entrance to the citadel. Well, that is valuable information. Of course it is. I wouldn't waste your time. Cracking his knuckles, Krennic gives you an inquisitive look. I hope that when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. I have seen it happen before. I've lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by just one bad choice. Can you even imagine? The kobold squints sadly, his shoulders slumping a bit. With a sigh, he begins to talk. I don't like telling this story. It might be useful for you to know it. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Sure. Krennic clears his throat and starts talking in a sonorous voice that reveals his experience as a bard. I was born into a mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. And, of course, we had plenty of slaves. The Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was a tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. But there was a flaw underlying our power. Once long ago, a leader of our tribe signed a pact with devils, promising them the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new All-Watcher had to agree to the pact. And the power of the tribe grew, as did the number of lost souls. It was like that until our leader, Ermak, came to power. She was a principled and proud elder who didn't want to bend the knee to hell. She refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe. The tribe was attacked by its neighbors. At the devil's instigation, epidemics broke out. Then our slaves rebelled. They came after their former masters in the dead of night. Our clutches of eggs were ravaged, our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their burrows. The slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chasing us through the caves and mine shafts, level by level. When we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we saw around us was darkness, and lurking in that darkness were bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. After raising his voice dramatically, Krennic suddenly stops. Then he adds with a teasing smile, I think this moment is enough of a cliffhanger to stop here. I'd like to know more about you. I am flattered, but what's so special about me? I've never accomplished any feats on the battlefield. I don't know any special crafts. I don't even belong to an exotic species. I don't have the slightest idea what you find so interesting about me. What do you do? I'm a traveling bard. And I can already foresee your next question. How does a bard, who also happens to be a kobold, manage to earn a living? All the civilized races of Aveston know that when you encounter a kobold, the best course of action is to smash its skull, trample it with a horse, and burn the remains. Well, the prejudice that civilized people have regarding my kind is quite understandable. Our infamy as robbers and murderers is more than deserved. So just imagine the spectacle in any tavern when an articulate kobold in decent clothes shows up, offering to share a story or two for a few coins and a mug of ale. I assure you, no matter how big of a deal you are here, if we drop by any tavern in Andoran, all eyes will be on me. I am an exotic oddity, so you know you're interesting. I gotta go. Good luck. I believe you'll need it. Elven notes. Ooh. I know somebody who wants that. I missed one in the Grey Garrison, though.
Follow if you dare.
I guess that counts as a 5-minute adventure. Okay, we'll clear out our army's movement points. We've got a general with full power. I'm gonna hope that carries us through this. Oh, goodness. All units gain +1 bonus to attack for 3 rounds. That might be extremely helpful. Oh no, he's got spells too. That's so unfair. He's messing with our morale. We can't heal our archers, unfortunately, anymore. We may want to try this one again next time. Here. Let's not, we'll try it once more. I'm not gonna sit here and watch them pick off, like, the last 100 footmen. I'll try focusing on counter healing this time. I didn't notice this one was already wounded. Well, this one was already, like, down. Okay. Go back up. You just rocked out with auto battle for the crusade. That's fair, honestly. I've gone very back and forth on it. Auto battle was losing every time. That too. I mean, there is also the setting where you can just turn it off and just have the game auto progress for you. Actually, I love tactic strategy games. Just don't like having to learn a new game inside of a totally different game you're trying to play. Just used overwhelming forces. I'm grateful that they knew that about people, and they included an option for that. I think we're gonna probably come back here with overwhelming forces of our own. I can't remember whether or not they did that for Kingmaker, which also had a different game inside the game. I can't remember. Yeah, I think there was an option to just have it automatically managed for you. We could maybe actually get through this. We would just lose like every other unit. You didn't play Kingmaker? Heard less favorable things. Yeah, I played Kingmaker before this game came out. If it's a choice between the two, Wrath of the Righteous is definitely better than Kingmaker. As it should be, since it came out second. But Kingmaker also got better over time. Probably play Kingmaker someday. You just have a lot of games. Exactly. I definitely recommend to go with Wrath of the Righteous. So many RPGs, so little time. I would say to someone who's already played Wrath of the Righteous and liked it, that Kingmaker is very much worth checking out also. And yet you're here, they're making more still. Obnoxious. How could you possibly be expected to play them all? This poor guy. This poor, once like 200 guys. Getting real retro with it and working my way through 80s CRPGs. I've been wanting to try some of those, honestly. See, we can technically do it. Let's see, we lose like 81 archers and 107 footmen through the deal. Very cool experience, even just for the history. You've enjoyed a bunch? I've enjoyed a bunch for the gameplay in and of itself. I'll be honest, it's kind of the story that gives me pause. But then again, I can check out like reviews of whichever one I want to check or I want to play. Invaders took over the ruins of the Sarkorian settlement and put to the sword all demons defending it. Scouts have reported sinister-looking lair nearby. Magical reserves. Plus 15 bonus energy per level. I would like a bonus to saving throws, thank you. Stories in those aren't really a thing at all, really? I was more worried it would be like a lot of, well, you gotta understand it's of its time kinda provisos. Usually there's a vague suggestion of the existence of a story. You might learn a bad guy's name, but the plot doesn't really exist. I see. It seems like named party members is kind of a recent thing, to be honest. A lot of the ones I've looked at, you make an entire party from the get-go. Certainly things you run into where you roll your eyes and feel happy we've moved on, but nothing too egregious. That's good to hear. I think taking that fort is going to be our last adventure.